All right, guys, this is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
Hello, everyone. This is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism, and I have with me
her sidekick, Mark Edward Blanton, from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism as well. I am a sidekick.
He is not a sidekick.
Can't you tell?
No, he's not a sidekick.
I'm sitting low in the chair. It's bad. It's bad over here, guys.
It's a mess. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So today we are going to be talking to a couple that had the opportunity to travel with us to South Africa just a few months ago. And we want to talk about their experience that they had and hopefully get some insight as to how things have been going since they've been back home. If you're new to our channel, we are a travel and tourism company based here in South Africa. We are Americans and we've been living here for 7 years. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us, or more importantly, visit our website, therealsouthafrica.com. In the meantime, we're going to get to our interview.
Great. Oh, I'm the sidekick.
He's not the.
Did she say anything about subscribing to the channel?
I did not.
And you didn't say anything about liking the channel?
I did not.
Okay. And the premise of who we are, what we do?
I didn't. I did.
No, you did. No, she did. Let me tell you who we are.
I said
we those people that keep bringing Americans to South Africa properly. That's who we are. If she didn't say that, then
I didn't say that. So basically, I said absolutely nothing at that point.
All right, guys, we just having a good time. The weather's good over here in South Africa today.
It's very beautiful.
Was 90 Fahrenheit, and amazing, good weather, and the birds were chirping and all that. So we enjoy things on this side. So without further ado, we're going to bring in
the Bowdens.
They Bowdens.
Hello.
We're so happy to be here. So honored too.
No, we're definitely happy.
What's going on?
So how have things been?
Good. Cold here, but things have been pretty good. Have South Africa on my mind.
All day, every day.
That can't be true. That cannot be true.
It's absolutely true.
Why?
What happened?
We had done a lot of research, reading, talking to people that we knew, YouTube, following all of your YouTube channel stories. And so we had an idea of what to expect. But once we touched down in South Africa, it all became real. And it was an amazing feeling.
Okay.
So it worked out.
It did. It was just, I was exposed to South Africa with a song with this artist, Gil Scott Heron, talking about Johannesburg and the struggle. So I had some awareness of South Africa, but it came full circle when I arrived in South Africa after the end of apartheid. So going into the airport, seeing O.R. Tamble's statue, that was just the connection. But I was really connected when we went to one of the properties in Minyaka, and there was a resident there that just went to his balcony and just said, "Welcome home," and that sealed it.
I know. We were just walking, minding our own business, not thinking about that going to happen. And he just came out on his balcony and he was yelling, "Welcome home!" And how can you not get choked up?
Cool. Because it's funny, I'm sure you guys have came back and people were asking you about South Africa. At least I would assume so. But but South Africa isn't on people's talk about lists. Would you agree?
Not at all. Especially, first of all, I didn't tell a lot of people because I didn't want to hear any negative feedback. When I put my mind to something, I don't talk about it a lot. I'm more of a do about it person. And so I didn't tell a lot of people, but the few people I did tell, I got is it safe? Are you sure? It's like, I'm positive, and they just they couldn't believe it. It's like, South Africa, and they didn't want to really say anything negative, but the idea is the whole perception that we've always been taught that there are negative things and it's violent, and you might get robbed, and so that's what's on the forefront of people's minds.
Right.
What made you decide that you wanted to visit South Africa? Besides the research you were doing, like what made you say, I think I want to do that?
The research did lead me to me personally, the decision that first of all, I knew I wanted to visit Africa all my life. That's always been on my radar. But South Africa specifically, because the culture did not seem that different from the culture I'm used to, the culture that we have here in the U.S. growing up, certain things. So that was the first thing that drew me to South Africa as a country.
Okay. And how did you guys find us?
I love South African music. I mean, I'm a piano, but even before I discovered I'm a piano, I love the beat. I love the soulfulness of it. And so that's all I would listen to. And at one point, Art was like, because we're jazz people, that we just love the sound. And so Art was like, why are you always listening to South African music? And I said, I don't know. It speaks to me. And he looked at me like, what's wrong with you? That's never been anything that we've ever talked about. And, all of our discussions have been about music since we met. So when for one day, I don't know what happened, I discovered it. And so I was starting to watch videos on YouTube. And then you guys, per se, popped up. And I'm like, oh, the real South Africa, let me check them out. And at first it was just me watching the videos. And that is when I really started to see what South Africa looked like or could look like. And it was completely different from anything I had ever heard or read about.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we wanted people to see what we see on a regular basis. And I think when you guys came on the real estate tour, you guys saw it yourself. It wasn't like we just made this stuff up.
Exactly.
It wasn't CGI.
No. And you know what? I've got a cousin who, I'm not going to say his name, but I've got a cousin who lives in London. And so she was one of the people I told about it. She was one of the only supportive people. Said, we are going to South Africa. She was supportive. And then she said, I had been trying to go for a couple of years and something happened. I couldn't go. And so when she said, I've heard about, it being difficult. And I told her, I said, no. I said, we visited through the real South Africa. And what I told her was, Mark and Latasha Blanton are the truth. And she knows if I say that, because I don't brag about people. I'm not one of those people that, says things that I don't mean. And she knew after I said that there was something to it. And so she's starting to get interested now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a journey. It's not like a flash to bang. It's a journey. You got to start doing these things because from our perspective, and it happened to me too, there's so many people who are against you even speaking the word Africa, let alone buying a ticket and go. Like nobody does that. And unfortunately, South Africans, they don't even understand that happens to us. And they've been doing it so long. They've been pulling the wool over people's eyes for so long that even when they actually see something in a magazine that looks good about South Africa or Africa, you kind of like, okay, but, and you kind of dismiss it and so forth. Because we have a lot of South Africans alike, but they could just Google. And I'm like, why would you Google anything about South Africa when you've been told and your parents been told and your grandparents was told, Africa is off the table. But the reality is it should be on the table. And I don't know how you feel about that, but I think it should be on the table. What do you say?
I totally agree with that. It's the connection with not just the African continent or South Africa, but with the people of South Africa.
Absolutely.
That makes it special. There was one one scenario we had where we were coming back from Santon Mall, and the driver was looking to play American music.
Yeah, because he had South African music on, so he was changing the station because I guess he wanted us to feel comfortable. So he started flipping through trying to find some, I guess, American music. And I was like, no. So turn it back.
Yeah.
And so I started to mention my favorite South African artist, Sun El musician. And he said, what? And I said it again. And he turned around, parked, and he said, you said what? I said, Sun El. First of all, he was like, I know you don't know who that is. That is my favorite artist. Yeah. First of all, he was probably thinking, you too old to know who he is. Secondly, you American. I'm like, no, that is the guy. He was like our best friend for the rest of the night.
I love that. I love that. Look at it. Music bringing people together. I love that. I love that.
So now here we are. This is your first time coming to South Africa. And now you're on this plane, and you're that amazing plane that takes you back to the greatest country in the world, and you guys are back at home. And what happened then? Were y'all kind of just looking at each other like, like
what happened when you got back? Look
First
at Art
all,
laughing.
I was like, gotta go back to work.
It was different, It wasn't. There's a lot of energy in South Africa, and you don't feel that when you come to America. It's just everyone's trying to get to a destination. It felt like work.
Mm-hmm.
And, it didn't feel like a vacation. It just felt like you were just there. South Africa, you felt like you were like a part of something, and maybe that was just connection, or the spirit of the South African people. It just felt totally different. So, you go back to,
the grind.
To the grind.
Yeah. Everything is always rush with our lives. And, that's just the culture. That's just what the climate is here. And we've always been hustling, always, for years and years and years. And, as we age, I'm getting tired of hustling. I love the slower pace, and it doesn't mean that less is getting done. I don't, I can't say per se what it is, but I feel like what I've seen in the time that I was there, I feel like more is being accomplished, but at a more reasonable pace than what we're doing. Everything is, we're double fisting everything, trying to, multitask and do 4 or 5 things at once, and I don't know if we're accomplishing as much or as well as some other cultures are.
Yeah, I feel like hamsters on a wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been that hamster before.
Yeah. We done some hamstering. Let's just say that a whole lot of hamstering, I believe.
I think I was 2 hamsters at one time.
Yeah, it was entrepreneurs. Yeah, I think you doing double duty.
Yeah.
It was interesting. But again, you guys had a chance to go out to a thing we like to call Bush Lodge. How was that? I didn't get a chance to ask you. How was it?
Yeah, how was the Bush Lodge?
It was amazing.
Okay, really? I'm a city dweller.
Yeah, no, Art was like, I don't know about this lodge. I want to do the real estate. I want to see the houses. Is there a way we can opt out? I was like, no, we going to Africa. We going to a safari.
Yeah.
And it was a good experience being there. Just seeing the animals. We had a mishap with some baboons outside of on our patio.
Yeah, they welcomed us.
They're like, welcome to South Africa. I'm like, hold up.
Oh Lord.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Next time we'll tell Mark's cousins not to show and greet you guys.
Yeah, but it was just totally safe, and it was just being out there in the bush and just seeing nature.
Mm-hmm.
It was just beautiful, peaceful, serene. I took at least I had the forethought to take my paints and paint brushes, just small ones, And I went out there, and there was a perfect spot at the lodge. It was open. Actually, there was a bar right there and everything. And it had sofa, couches, and everything. However, the rest of the terrain was you looking at animals walking by, elephants, zebras walking by. And I sit there for hours and painted, and it was the most peaceful thing I've done in years.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Hey, like I said, it's work on the South Africa.
I know,
it happens.
South Africa.
It happens routinely, because I noticed everybody in the group, they were, we did all the real estate stuff, going every day, had a great turnout. Everybody was excited and happy. And then I had to tear everybody away from Santon. No, leave me in Santon. I was like, no, we all getting in the bus. And
going to the bus.
Yeah, we had a big bus, didn't we?
Yeah,
we had a big bus. I can't remember. We do so many things.
Yeah.
And we got everybody out there. And I think, obviously, first thing everybody ate, and the food was always good every day.
Always.
Yeah, breakfast was good. Lunch, dinner,
Yeah,
it was set up pretty good, buffet style, with a little chef with a little top hat cutting the food and whatnot. So, what did you observe of the people? Because I observed everybody was just kind of like, they was like fading off into their little cool places and relaxing.
Yeah.
I know the one brother from Woodbridge, Maryland, Virginia, he sat out there in a chair by the pool for 2 days straight.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what did you guys observe of the group of our people at the game lodge?
What I think was people they felt comfortable letting go and just being. It's such a luxury to just be, not actually be doing anything or have a schedule or agenda, to be at a certain place at a certain time. But that's a wonderful feeling, which, I don't get very often. And I'm kind of thinking a lot of our group members felt the same way, because, people were lounging around the pool and just talking and kicking back and enjoying each other and, ordering drinks and, the hospitality was top notch.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I thought the safari, looking back at it, I thought that was just a great way to top a very busy week. We were looking at properties and just going through these estates is just, they're huge, they're massive, there's just so much to take in.
A lot, yeah.
And it was good to just have that time to take it all in and just relax, have the pillow talk, have the conversations.
Yeah. That's why we do it.
That was just, I thought it was perfect.
Excellent.
So I did enjoy that part of it. So.
We're still unpacking the real estate tour. It's like there was so much information. All of it was amazing to have it all in one place. We've already reached out to a few of the vendors that we met during the real estate tour. And so we're working with them. But to have it all in one place where we don't have to go searching and let's look up this person and let's look at who do we call for this. It was all there.
Yeah, especially in a new country where no one.
Exactly. Yeah, we think it's important for a lot of reasons, to do the real estate tour, because like currently right now there's somebody from the second real estate tour, the second one. Yeah, the second real estate tour. They just moved here, and we just met with them just like a few days ago.
Yeah, a couple of days ago.
They just moved here, but they were like you guys, and then all of a sudden they did everything they needed to do, and they have young kids that are teenagers, and they're here, and there are so many people from the first real estate tour, the second real estate tour. There are people in your group that are making moves as we speak.
Yeah.
Because I get the calls from all the vendors, from the people that that we had come through, and so forth. But again, just to part of it is people think that all you're going to do is just go look at houses the entire time. But when you got done in the evening, you got to do what you want.
Right.
And that's when you just did your own exploring, and it felt pretty safe. Would you agree, or was there a problem?
I had no concerns about safety.
Not at all. It's just like being in any American city.
Maybe even
safer.
Maybe feel safer. So yeah.
Yeah.
Did you got to get a chance to shop or anything like that while you was here?
Yeah, we did. We went to Nelson Mandela Square, Stanton Mall, and did a little shopping. Not a whole lot because, you know, I knew, I was always aware you only have limited space in your luggage, so don't go crazy.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise,
when
on an extra suitcase, you got to get it back home.
Yep. Yeah, Mall of Africa was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about when you talked about the extra suitcase and when it was time to leave Santon to go out to the bush. And remember we had that big bus and we just kept bringing bags out. And I'm sure we didn't have that many bags. We did not have that many bags. We filled the whole bottom of the bus. I think a whole bunch of seats in the back of the bus because we had a big bus. And just for people's stuff. People didn't come with that stuff, trust me.
I was sitting there thinking there was only like a few hours between like when you guys got back and when the mall closed. And I'm like, how did they shop that fast? And I mean, it was crazy. I'm like, I saw people coming in, bags coming in. I'm like, I don't know how they're gonna get this stuff back, but I guess they got it back. They figured it out. But it was a lot going on. A lot going on. I remember
we had time to shop and have dinner at the mall. That was amazing. And the food was unbelievable.
What you talking about, Art? I see you. What is it? What is it? You licking your lips now.
So you ate some food.
And the ambiance, the service was amazing. I mean, and the prices, you would never pay that low for the luxury in the particular restaurant that we went to. We like to eat, so we go out a lot, and so we not know what to expect with a certain level of restaurant, and we went and didn't really know anything about the restaurant, but we were blown away with everything.
I mean, the hospitality was just off the charts. Food was excellent. We ended up going to Tang's. So, I mean,
which one?
Tang.
Oh, Tang, right there.
Yeah, Nelson Mandela Square.
Yeah.
Hadn't heard of it.
Sorry, I got a little emotional when you said Tang because I love Tang.
Yeah, we hadn't heard of it, didn't know what to expect, but I was pleasantly surprised.
So good.
So people shouldn't be concerned because sometimes people call us or they send us messages and they're like, I'm so concerned about
the food.
Am I going to be able to eat the food or is it like?
Yes. Oh my goodness. And they had a very broad menu. They had some exotic things. There was a guy at the table next to me. They brought out this big, I don't know what, it was like a huge display. It had smoke and all these flames. And I asked our server, I was like, what is that? I had already placed my order, but I was like, what did you get?
Like, switch.
Yeah.
Was there anything in particular that you liked, like a particular like food that you liked when you was here? Did you order all the time or you just ordered various stuff?
Various stuff, I think. Yeah. I wanted to try something different every time, So kind of like a kid in a candy shop. I want to taste a little bit of everything. So
I love that. I totally get it. I totally get it.
I know this is a small thing, but pop or soda tastes so different there. Just like I remember it, like Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah.
It doesn't
always standing by.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy because everyone that comes here says the same thing. Like we had a couple that we met with yesterday and they ordered Sprites. And I'm like, why are you ordering Sprite? They're like, no, they taste so much better here. I'm trying to figure out a way to get them back home. I'm like, it's just a Sprite. He's like, no, they taste.
No, it's not the same. Same thing with just everything. I mean, I just bought some little candies for coworkers and hand them out. And my boss emailed me just the other day and said, those candies you brought from South Africa, they were so good. And I said, I know they're not like super sweet. Like we're kind of used to that artificial sweetness now.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm gonna try to find them on Amazon.
Yeah.
I checked, I couldn't find any.
Yeah, I do. I am a matter of fact. Here's a receipt of some candy I was eating just a few seconds ago. Here's my receipt. Whatever you want to call it.
He got candy and a soda.
Yeah. So don't bring up anything else because I might have it over here off to
You
the right. So let me ask you this. So guys, so when you came with us, you guys did things seem a little organized? Was it because it was a big group? Y'all had like 40 people.
Oh, it was very organized.
Like clockwork.
Yeah. I felt very safe. I felt like you guys were in control. You guys were amazing. Mm-hmm. And I enjoyed it. You know, the way that it was curated. I will never forget it. Never.
And I felt like, you know, whenever you're traveling, you always try to anticipate, you know, remember to do this, remember to do that. And every time I thought about something, you guys had already taken care of it. It had already been addressed. I'm like, oh, I don't have to do all that. You know, even if you go on a cruise and you kind of go so that you can have everything included, all inclusive. And this was even more organized than that, you know. And, you know, most people who travel, they've been on a cruise and, you know, you go because you don't want to have a lot of responsibility. You don't want to have to think about things. This was even more so.
Yeah, and the presentations were well done. We got the information we needed. We got the contacts that we needed. Everything was proper.
I heard that somewhere.
I wonder where.
It matters. It matters.
So, Art, I have a question for you. Is it true that you experienced chicken licking?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you remember?
I didn't know you guys knew.
Yeah. So I had heard of chicken licking.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and I mean, I'm kind of a chicken connoisseur back.
Yeah, 100%. All Black people.
Okay, so
I got that right here.
I'm like, that's American. So, so we did Uber Eats. I ordered chicken licking, and so
we didn't really know what to expect. We just heard it was good.
So, so I'm talking to one of the people who work at the hotel, just standing out there with, and I just decided, let me ask this guy. You know, I said, well, you know,
this story
is chicken licking, you know, are they good? He was like, yes, they're good.
It was. I'm like, can I get this sauce and take it home? Maybe just use the sauce.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So after I get the chicken licking, I'm walking in with the orange bag, and I see Savannah. Savannah lit up. So I was like, okay, I have my South African street cred.
Yes, you do. Look, what did you order? Did you just order wings? Or did you get like?
What did we order? We had wings and fries.
Wings, fries, and I forgot what else.
Yeah.
But
no, those wings
that's on my agenda. That's on my agenda the next time I come.
Yep.
Side story means absolutely nothing. But when my niece comes to visit, the first thing she wants when she gets off the plane is chicken licking.
Oh yeah.
So if that's the first meal you get when you come back, it'll be just fine.
We got a place to go now. It's a spot.
Yes, you do.
So but it tasted okay.
Oh, it was so good.
It was excellent. Yeah.
It's crazy, ain't it? You know, just recently I got introduced to their like advertisements. Mm-hmm. And so I put one on Facebook, right? Just my the Real South Africa Facebook page. Mm-hmm. And that thing, I think in the last 20 something days has gotten like 1.4 million views.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because the locals here are like, oh my God,
I missed
chicken
this
licking,
commercial.
chicken licking this. And you know, it was a co-follow. Even Chicken Licking decided to send me just a comment, I think on the channel.
Oh,
and whatnot. But yeah, but they got some amazing advertisement. They had one with Michael Knight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like with kid, and it's like a 2 minute, like a trailer.
It's like a production.
And then at the end is this, and buy chicken licking for 150 rand.
Whatever,
Like, wow, this is crazy. So, and little did I know there's a bunch of them. So I just been kind of checking them out. So I think I might put some more on my channel because people really coalescing around that. Yeah, so it's crazy. Is there any questions you guys may have of us? I'm just curious.
I just wanted to say we have tons of questions probably, but I wanted to say how much we enjoyed Savannah. She was very supportive and knowledgeable and accommodating, and really enjoyed her helping us out throughout the whole tour.
Wonderful.
Excellent. We appreciate that. Matter of fact, we'll pass that word along.
Yeah, we'll let her know.
Is there any other comments, any other questions that you may have of us?
Only we want to make sure you guys are there if we ever have to reach out, because we are making plans for our future, and we'd love to stay in touch.
100%.
Yeah, what happens is, I'm just gonna, now you part of the, like, if you come back again, let's say you came back with us, let's say you came to something else. I'm sure you might have heard on our channel, we call some people repeat offenders.
Repeat offenders.
They're coming back. Matter of fact, we got a guy, he's been here twice. Daryl Shaw, he might hear this.
Yeah.
Daryl Shaw, he sent us an email just today. He was like, "Oh, you may not remember me."
I'm like, of course we do.
And then there's a lot of people that come back and forth with us, and then eventually I, the owner, expect. No, I do. I expect you to get comfortable here. I expect you to start knowing a few places where to go. And eventually, like, we had this one doctor, her and her husband came with us, had the best time ever. The best time ever here. And they best time ever. And so they came with the group. Basically their whole family. They had like 15 people. It was a lot of people.
Wow.
And we were at the airport picking up other people. I think it was our people.
You're picking up my mom and dad.
Oh yeah, it was her parents. So we was picking them up. But way before that, she sent us a message and said, "Hey, I'm gonna try to do this, make sure everything is good. But if I need anything, can I reach out to you?" And we're like, 100%.
Absolutely.
You're a part of it. You understand it, because sometimes people come and they don't know anything on their own. I mean, they don't know anything. And like nothing, like they wouldn't know anything. Like they wouldn't know chicken licking. They're like, oh, they'll literally pick KFC over chicken licking, like every time. It's clear they don't.
He's laughing. He's like, why would you do that?
Exactly. So it's clear they don't know anything. So then they want us to like show them everything. That's impossible.
Yeah,
it's too much. And then most of the time, like when I say most of the time, I mean most of the time we have people in country. Most of the time. And we want to make sure that they're good. But the people that come with us, of course, we want to, make sure everything is good. Like the people who just moved here from the second real estate tour, they reached out to us. They was here for a few days. They called us, then we shot out and met with them. And they were trying to figure out where to put their kids in school. And we just happened to know the managing director of one of the biggest school companies. I call it a company. Yeah. What's the name of the company again? Crawford Schools. We know the managing director. It was a phone call while we were sitting there.
It was actually a text message.
Oh yeah. And
it's a little easier than a phone call.
Yeah, and they got sorted out. It's just that simple. If you guys are needing something, a lot of it's just. I mean, those people that you met during the real estate tour, I talked to those guys all year long. And just to make sure, not say to make sure, but they contact me, I contact them. How you doing? Happy New Year, stuff like that. And so I mean, you guys are part of it, so don't feel like, oh, you can't, whatever. But but if you want to come back and you say, hey, I want to go to Cape Town, or I want to go to Durbs, or you want to go to a proper safari in Kruger, people do it all the time. It's just that it's so far out, we don't interview them. They usually jump on the plane and leave and go back. And whatnot. So that's why we just kind of started saying, let's talk to the people that have went back. You know, we usually get them when they come, or sometimes when they come here, or they've been here for a little while. Not everyone, because there's so many. But we try. But just reach out.
Absolutely.
And we'll see what we can do to make things happen for you. It's too easy for us.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Sometimes you don't know what to ask.
Yeah. And do you guys customize tours? Like, because we're planning on coming back. So, and we're going to go through the real South Africa. So just let's let you know that's going to happen.
I mean, if you want the service that you got, like the private tours we do, they're incredible. I mean, people are shocked. They're like, wow, I got somebody driving me around. And I got private this and private that. And they're like, this is incredible. We just had two couples here. They just left yesterday. And they were raving about like as they walked around, they was like, oh, we with the real South Africa. And they're like, oh, okay, well, y'all come this way. And everybody else goes that way. I mean, we do have a lot of, I mean, even the people that we had at the real estate tour, I mean, you just don't get those people off the street. These are not just, let me call somebody in the phone book and have them come. These are proper, people who own proper companies who are doing big things in the country. It just happened to be that we know them very well, and they know us, and they respect what we're doing, and they see you guys coming in, and they want to see a proper scenario for you guys, because they know what's out there too. They know all the ash and trash that's out there, and they don't want you to have those problems, especially if you're associated with us, because they know that we do things the way it needs to be done.
Right.
Oops. I'm getting off of my soapbox. I am literally crying.
Quite all right.
But yeah, we do customize tours.
Yes.
It can be some, crazy off the grid, because there's like somebody who told me the other day, sent me a message. They said, yeah, I want to be able to I want to look at homes in Blue Valley in Cape Town. It's not in Cape Town.
Right. I'm 100% sure I don't want to be in Joburg, but I want to come to Blue Valley, Cape Town.
Blue Valley.
Which is in Josie, obviously, which is 1,500 kilometers in another direction. So sometimes people just really don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
But we, with our travels and our relationship we know pretty much, how it should go for you. And sometimes there are those who want to do too much. They're coming on the 6th day and they want to do something every second of every day. And I'm sitting here in my mind thinking, on day 2, you're going to crash.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody does. Mm-hmm. Day 2 is tough for everyone, but then they get past it.
Yeah.
They get past it.
They do.
Yeah. So I'm doing a lot of talking again.
Yeah,
y'all got to stop me.
No, I'm enjoying hearing it.
Yeah. So like I said, we do this pretty regularly. And like I said, we got the whole country tripwired to do what we need for those Americans that are coming in. And you guys do need that service,
Yeah.
I could have got a smaller bus to take y'all out to the what's that place we went to? Quarantine for the Bush Lodge. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, nope, we need a big bus.
Yeah.
Because we got people.
We got people.
Yeah, got good people coming in from Minnesota.
I know, right?
Frozen tundra.
Yeah. So since you guys been back, nobody's giving you a hard time about going to South Africa outside of the people you bribe with candy?
You know what? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna. So I bought this necklace at the little shop at the Bush Lodge, right? Mm-hmm. And I've been wearing it ever since. I haven't taken it off. Every day. Someone the other day, now I like jewelry. We've been all over the world. We've been to Paris, and I wear things that I got from Paris, the Eiffel Tower, or whatever. Nobody says anything. But for some reason, they're like, you always have that on. I'm like, yeah, and?
Is it bothering them, you think?
I don't know. It's like, where's that coming from? Because, nobody has ever commented on anything else that I've had.
She's like, but I walk out here wearing the Africa charm, and now you got something to say.
What does that mean? I don't know. I don't think I even want to unpack it. I took,
Just
MLK Day. Let's just go there.
Exactly.
Now, I've mentioned that, we went to South Africa, and everyone like, oh, is it safe? Like,
that's always the first thing out of people's mouths.
It's like, yeah.
We have to change that.
So, I'm usually a little more upfront. It's like, well, it's nice. Beautiful homes. It's safe and this and that. And I just see the look on their faces, and I'm just enjoying it because for so long, we've been told that South Africa's or the African continent, period, you don't want to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go now. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So
fair enough.
He rubbed it into people's faces. No, it was great. It was black people over there. He was doing great things. The food was good.
Yeah.
But they've been telling us all our lives, at least my life, at least. Mm-hmm. We go back to Africa. Okay.
Okay. You say the word.
Yeah.
Say the word.
Is there anything else? Because I think we're gonna wrap it up, and obviously we appreciate you guys sharing your stories since you got back, and keep wearing your necklace and whatnot. It's just so sad. Is there anything else you want to add?
No,
I don't think so. Just thank you guys. We're so grateful.
Yeah, thank you guys
very much. You're so welcome.
Well, thank you for trusting us. We really appreciate it.
And we'll see you guys when you get back.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Stay warm. All right, guys. This is Mark Blanton, and this is Tasha. And like I said, we are talking to people who have come to South Africa. These stories that people don't get a chance to hear because I'm sorry that South Africa isn't on everybody's radar, but we're going to work on that, and we're going to get these stories out there so people can come and then they can have their own stories to tell. What do you say, Tasha?
I think everyone deserves the opportunity to tell their own story, make their own way, have their own journey, and the best way to do that is to visit our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and book your travel today.
Yeah, and if you get a necklace that look like this, very similar to this,
hold up.
And you get one, just wear it. Don't.
Just wear it to make them mad.
Yeah, the peer pressure shit. Just keep wearing it. Just keep wearing it
every day.
Yeah,
I never take this off.
Matter of fact, I think that one time we went back to Virginia a year ago. That's probably why they was looking at me funny.
That's exactly why. They
I
was like, why
he
wearing that Africa chain? Why he wearing that Africa pin? And they do ask you, what does that mean? I'm like, it's the continent of Africa.
Yeah, they're like, what's this, Tennessee or something?
Oh, you remember that somebody asked us if it was South America?
Yeah, I'm like, what's happening here? Anyway,
so be prepared for the questions, Sharonda, because they are coming.
Yeah, and I like the fact that I could just get on a plane.
Yeah.
And leave.
Yeah.
And then I can land in OR Tambo International Airport, which OR stands for Oliver Reginald Tambo.
The next time he lands, well, even when we go to OR Tambo, he stops and gets chicken licking. So don't feel bad, Arthur. We're gonna have chicken licking this week.
This week.
It might be tomorrow.
Yeah,
it might be tonight.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
And this is
Dr. Latasha Blanton from The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism.
And we have amazing packages to Johannesburg, Cape Town, and Durban. So we would like to see you guys here. All you have to do is just go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and we'll make sure that your trip here is amazing.
See you here in sunny South Africa.
All right, guys, join us in South Africa on this special tour that we're putting together for you guys, those of us who like great spas, luxe experiences, great food, great venues, like top-notch everything. This tour is for you. They're not too different than our regular tours that we normally do to Johannesburg, Cape Town, but this one is going to be extra special because you're going to get a chance to meet the chefs. You're going to get a chance to just chill out. And of course, there's going to be a lot of shopping involved. So just go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you too could be chilling in South Africa. And if you've never been to South Africa or you've never been to Africa, well, this is the perfect time for you to book that trip to make sure everything is taken care of, because we take care of your transportation, we take care of your hotels, your lodging, we take care of all your venues where you're going to eat. I mean, this is a no-brainer. It's the easiest way to travel, and to travel proper is to have everything selected for you, sorted, so you can have an amazing time. So all I can say is book this trip, and of course, go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you're going to have the most amazing time possible. See you in sunny South Africa. All right, guys, the real estate tour for 2025, it has been set. We're going to Durban. Durban is amazing, as you can see. A lot of coastal villages, a lot of coastal property that you're going to be able to see right there on the Indian Ocean. We're going to be having a lot of events while you guys are there. Just like the 2024 trip, they were surprised of how organized and how well it was, and that they had access to property, and you're going to be able to have access to property as well. So if you ever thought about having property in sunny South Africa, this is your chance. I would say book this trip immediately, come through. Of course, we have payment plans and so forth. And of course, we have a lot of content on our YouTube channel talking about what they did in 2024 and in 2023 and in 2022. So I would say for you guys that are interested, come to sunny South Africa Real Estate Tour.
Imagine a place where your history comes alive and your future unfolds. Welcome to South Africa, where Black excellence meets natural wonder. From the vibrant streets of Johannesburg to the sun-kissed beaches of Durban, a journey of discovery awaits. The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism understands your journey. Because it's our journey too, we've curated experiences that speak to the Black American soul, ensuring your trip is not just a vacation, but a homecoming. From safaris that bring you face-to-face with majestic wildlife, to wine tours in the lush Cape winelands, we offer adventures that cater to every taste and interest. So why are Black Americans flocking to South Africa? Because here we don't just visit, we belong. Book your unforgettable journey today with the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. Discover your roots, embrace your future. The Real South Africa awaits.
All right, guys, this is Mark Edward Blanton from the Real South Africa. And guess what? Our visa services is back. We're going to be helping you guys with visas, because we all know that it can be problematic to get a visa here in the Republic of South Africa. So what we have done, we partnered with a big company that will assist us, and we've checked them out. We recommend that their services are very, very proper. Of course, we go with proper here in the Republic of South Africa, and they can assist you. So if you have questions about, do I qualify for a visa, then that's when we have our consult. You get a consult with these guys. They will literally go through everything with you. And my expectations is for you to ask all the questions that you need to ask, so you will know exactly which way to proceed. So they work in every arena of immigrations. So it would definitely help us who are looking to migrate to the Republic of South Africa. And all I can say is, first, come on a trip, of course. And once you come on a trip, then you will be motivated to do all the work that needs to happen for you guys to come to South Africa properly. So all I can say is, this is a great team. This is a great situation. All I can say is, again, reach out to us at outreach@therealsouthafrica.com. We will respond to you, and then you'll get an email, and then the process has began. Okay, so we will see you guys here properly in sunny South Africa.
South Africa has partnered with the firm to give you more options for payment. Please visit our website to find out more.
Do yourself a favor. Come to South Africa. Come to the Kruger and enjoy what is meant for you to enjoy. Look at this environment. Can't you see yourself enjoying yourself right here with the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism? Well, we can make it possible, and we could do this for you today. Go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and book, and you'll be part of something like this, something very special, something you can tell your friends and families that you did. And yes, this is Africa. This is the Africa that they do not want you to see, but we're going to show it to you, and we're going to make it available. And yes, we've been there ourselves, and we feel that this is the best experience that you can actually have here in the Republic of South Africa. So come here on safari with us. And of course, visit our website, therealsouthafrica.com. All right, guys, welcome to The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. We are a travel company based in Johannesburg. However, we can get you to Durban because look at what you're looking at. Isn't that amazing? Can't you imagine yourself just hanging out here for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days? I'm trying to tell you, you're probably not going to want to leave like a lot of our guests from the past. However, all you have to do to come here is reach out to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you can come and enjoy and see what South Africa is really about. There's so much here, so much to do between the beaches, between the culture, between the food and everything else. And of course, the people here in South Africa, in this place called Durban. We will see you here in sunny South Africa. It is time for a vacation, and where else would you want to go? Look at South Africa as one of the premier destinations in the world. We have Cape Town, we have Johannesburg, and of course we have Durban, and of course some of the best attractions in the world. We offer 5-star experiences here in South Africa, and of course the cultural side of South Africa as well. Contact us now here at The Real South Africa.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.